What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is part 2 of season 7, episode 11, and the title of this episode is Blindsided. Starting off with Robert and Anny. So Anny, Robert, and his sister are going to meet Robert's brother, Kenny. His brother says that he is the oldest, so he has to be protective. He adds that he's seen Robert hurt in the past. Now, during this sit down, I do feel Anny is being open, definitely more open than she was meeting Bryson's grandparents. So she does seem open, but Robert's brother is a bit more skeptical of her and seems like he's already kind of formed an opinion of Anny. Anny challenges him on his actions, okay? And he says that he's just getting to know her. Anny then says to Robert's brother, Kenny, is he cheap like Robert? And Robert says that he's not cheap. His definition of cheap would be someone who has a lot and doesn't want to give. He feels like he does the best that he can. Then the conversation shifts to Anny to saying Robert lied to her, telling her that he only had 3 kids. And 1 month before her coming to the U.S., he decides to reveal that he has 5 kids. Now that's messed up. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. That's not right. I wouldn't necessarily respect a man who, if you have 5 kids, you got 5 kids. There's nothing wrong with that. Be honest and be open. Like, I wouldn't want to hide my kids. If I have kids, I got kids, and either the person accepts you or they don't. It's as simple as that. So I just don't think it's right. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on that. Now, Anny, at one point, she gets up and she walks out and she starts crying and she says that she's tired of people always saying that she's only after Robert's money, only wants money, second guessing her intentions on why she's there. So she was really hurt by that. And I really wish that somebody would have got up and just went to check on her. I mean, I understand she went outside and she was with the camera crew, but she is a woman at the end of the day. It was dark out. I really wish that either Robert's sister, since she seemed to be having her back a lot at the table and sticking up for her and talking for her, I feel like as a woman, maybe she should have gotten up and went to check on her, or even her own man. But I don't know, maybe they just had too many beers and I don't know what was up with that. So comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Robert and Anny. Let's move on to Michael and Juliana. So it's Michael and Juliana's wedding day, and Max and Cece, they crack me up. Okay. And they crack me up in one of the scenes because they're so advanced for their age and their conversations are so grown up like it's just funny to me. Cece says to Max, so how do you feel about dad getting married? And Max responds, I'm glad he is because he'll be happier and he likes Juliana. Cece says that she's kind of nervous because people might think it's weird. Now, I'm assuming she's talking about the age difference. So that was really a trip just to kind of see them talking with each other like grown-ups, but they're just a trip. They're really cute though. So Juliana, on the other hand, she's happy and she's getting ready and she is surrounded by 2 of her really good friends, but she's sad that her family can't be there. Let's move on to Mike and Natalie. So Mike and Natalie are at the airport and Mike says that he has a lot of emotions right now. He's sad, he's angry, he's frustrated. Now, Mike wasn't expecting that type of response from Natalie. Now, this is the response where she said that she didn't love him. Natalie is so full of crap and she's trying to backpedal and even make light of the situation, but she knows that she did him wrong. Okay. Mike tells Natalie that it's her attitude and that she acts like a little kid. She switches up so quick because after he tells her that, she doesn't want to walk him to the gate nor hug him. And that's probably why things didn't work out with her first husband, not because of the reason she gave us, but because she's psycho. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Angela and Michael. So Michael wants to take a microwave to his mom, but Michael says in Nigeria, it is customary for the daughter-in-law to bring a gift every time she visits. Once they get to the electronics store, Michael tells Angela that they need to get a kettle for his aunt as well. Now, I didn't like that. He did that, but That's what Angela gets for not wanting him to work. Because if he had his own job, then if he said that to me, I'd be like, no, you buy the kettle and you can buy the microwave too for me. You can treat me, because how do you tell somebody, okay, it's customary for you to bring my mom a gift, so I agree upon that. And then when we get there, say, okay, you got to get my aunt something too. Like, who does that? Let's move on to Blake and Jasmine. So Jasmine goes outside and the producer questions her on why she's outside. She responds that she feels that Blake is pressuring her to go to this party and thinks that he's being selfish by wanting her to go. This quote unquote relationship is pointless and a waste of time. Her personality is so boring and she is so stuck up. If they are really together, he is only with her to feed his ego because of her looks. Jasmine and her sister look like clowns. Okay, so I'm going to move forward because she goes to her sister's house. And I just have to say, they look like clowns. It's just too much makeup. Too much. All that blush and all that caked on foundation. I was just like, I wanted to hand them a Neutrogena makeup wipe. Wipe some of that off, please. It's too much. But maybe, hey, I'm going to just give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was just, they had a little bit of a heavy hand that day. Or maybe she felt like she needed to cake it on because she was going to be on the cameras. Because, sometimes when you take photos, some makeup artists tend to cake it on a little bit more when you're going to take like photos or be on TV for whatever reason. But nevertheless, it was just too much makeup in my opinion. Now, once Jasmine gets to her sisters, she begins to confide in her about Blake. Her sister encourages Jasmine to consider others, but Jasmine wants Blake to dial back his lifestyle. Her sister feels that Blake's outgoing personality is a good thing, and Jasmine really believes that they complement each other, but she feels like he's not very receptive to her lifestyle. She feels everything is about Blake. I don't know what to say. Moving on. Let's move on to Emily and Sasha. So Emily is going to look at wedding dresses with her sister. And while trying out these dresses, her sister isn't feeling it. And as a result, there's friction, a little bit of friction between her and Emily. Once Emily puts on her veil, though, her sister gets emotional and says that her sister looks so beautiful as a bride. And hopefully, and I'm saying this, hopefully, she's not a newly divorced bride. We just can't trust Sasha. I don't trust it. I believe it when I see it, when a couple of years go by and they still together and happy and doing well and he's still, rocking with the relationship. But until then, due to his past, it's a little shaky. I don't know. I can't be so sure. I'm not really convinced. Let's move on to Mike. So Mike is back home and he says that he plans to take a day to reflect. Then he's going to reach out to Natalie to see what her thoughts are and where they stand. The next morning, over breakfast, he fills his uncle in on things with Natalie, but he doesn't go into too much detail, And his uncle is just like, he feels so bad for him and he knows what it's like and, that he'll learn and he'll get through this just like he went through his stuff and got through it. So yeah, Mike is pretty much, he's heartbroken. You could tell he's broken by what has transpired between him and Natalie. Let's move on to Mike and Juliana. So Juliana is a beautiful bride. I really loved her dress. Juliana is hoping that Michael will cry when he sees her walk down the aisle. So Juliana's friends surprise her with special video messages, sending her love and well wishes on her special day. Seeing this makes Juliana extremely emotional because she wishes that her family could be there. She's supposed to be walking down the aisle, but she just can't stop crying. She's thinking about her family. Let's move on to Michael and Angela. So Michael and Angela, they make it to the family dinner and they come bearing gifts for his mother and his aunt. His aunt then pulls Angela into the kitchen, and Angela knows nothing about cooking, but she tries with some direction. So during dinner, Angela tells Michael's mom and family that she got Botox, to look younger. And it's just funny to me. I'm like, okay, you ain't need to tell them all that. They really don't care. And they're probably going to say, yeah, you do look younger, but you really don't. Some of her confessionals, you can tell that her skin looks a little smoother. So it did help with the wrinkles. And then you'll see on her chest, she had a lot of marks and like dark marks and bruising maybe from getting something done. I don't know if it's laser that she got done or shots. I'm not sure because I don't know anything about that stuff, but you could definitely tell a difference in some of her confessionals that it is kind of working. So that's great. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it is good that I'm going to just say she needed it. I don't think it's anything wrong that she got that. That was the best thing, the best investment that she could have ever done for herself. So Michael's family at this dinner pleads with Angela and wants her to consider getting married in Nigeria. The family then says it may not be meant, and if so, maybe they should just move on and Michael can have a family in Nigeria. When Angela questions Michael on if that's what he wants, Michael stays quiet. Michael didn't say one word. He's just sitting there. Now, if you want to be with this woman, if you've come this far and someone tells you that, you're not going to stay quiet. You're going to say, no, we're going to figure something out because we want to be together. He just sat there. And in that moment, if I was her, I would have got up and left. Simple as that. You just made me look out to a fool. I'm here going to embassies trying to figure out what's going on, trying to, get your visa approved. And you ain't even really ride with me for real because your parents and your family is saying certain things and you ain't saying nothing. You just sitting there. So I really need to hear your thoughts on 90 Day Fiance. This is part 2 of season 7, episode 11. And the title of this episode is Blindsided. Give this video a big thumbs up and share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And I will talk to you all in the comment section and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.